Okay, we're live.
Yay! Welcome everyone to our Cook With Us Instagram Live cooking demo. Today we are making a vegan garlic chicken. My name is Cece. I'm the Community Outreach Team Leader for Down to Earth, and I'm excited that you are going to be cooking with us today. You may be actually cooking and following along. It's a really easy recipe to do that with, and if you do need the recipe, it is d2e.co/garlic chicken. There is the web address right there, and you can follow along with the recipe as we go. Honestly, it's so insanely easy. If you had all the ingredients handy, you could literally just whip it together while we're cooking. So, vegan garlic chicken. Obviously, vegan and chicken do not go together, but you are going to see how we can literally veganize anything because we can and we want to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the sauce. This is a very important part. It really brings all the flavor to the recipe. I'm using a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. You want to make sure that you get the pure maple syrup. Thankfully, all of our maple syrups are pure, no added fillers. Putting a couple of tablespoons in there. If you don't want to use maple syrup, you can also use another sweetener like maybe coconut nectar, my favorite, or even honey or another syrupy kind of sweetener, whatever you like. Even a pancake syrup if that's what you prefer. But I do love maple syrup. Okay, and then I'm going to put some veggie broth. This is my favorite veggie broth. This is a low sodium veggie broth by Pacific Foods, and we have so many different broths, but this is my favorite because it's actually oil-free. So any Ekahi Ornish patients or client members, you can use this one. This is an oil-free one. And if you want to bring some extra chickeny kind of flavor, you can even use a mock chicken broth as well. So whatever you like. And then I have, of course, my favorite ingredient, our coconut aminos. Look at that label, 73% less sodium than regular shoyu and MSG free, which is amazing. And it tastes really good as well. So before I start whisking, I'm going to put some onion powder in here. Now, if you want to make it extra garlicky, you can also put garlic powder if you would like that extra garlic. But honestly, I'm putting a lot of garlic. You'll see just how much garlic I'm putting in this in a minute. So I don't know if I need the extra garlic powder. Okay, I'm going to whisk this together real quick, and then I'm going to add a little bit of lime juice. This is just from one lime. And my last ingredient for the sauce is arrowroot starch. So this is just, I think I use this in every recipe as well for savories. It's such a great thickener, and it's really good also if you're going grain-free and if you want to use a starch. But this is just awesome. I'm going to put about a teaspoon in there. Now I need both hands to do this, only because the arrowroot starch can become very clumpy. So I want to make sure that I whisk it very quickly as soon as I put it in. So actually it's clumping even on the teaspoon. There we go, whisk it around. There we go, there is our arrowroot starch mixed in. Now you can use cornstarch, tapioca starch if you prefer. I just love the arrowroot one, very little flavor, and yeah, I use it for everything to make gravy. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my skillet on over here, and I'm going to add a little bit of veggie broth actually first, and I'm going to heat it up while we wait for the veggie broth to heat up. This is just to make it easy to saute. You can use oil as well if you like. Okay, so I want to show you this ingredient. This is basically how we're making our chicken vegan. This great ingredient called soy curls. which when you think of that, the first time I heard of soy curls, I had no idea what that might be. But seeing them, they actually look like this little piece of soy. It's really amazing because all it is, let me read the ingredients too. So only one ingredient, whole non-GMO soybeans. So it comes in this packet, and I made this recipe to use up an entire packet. So this will serve probably about 4 people, actually probably a little more, but I eat a lot. So yes, go for it. Question.
Someone's asking, where do you find the soy curls? I don't think they can hear me, so if you can repeat.
Yeah, so the question was, where do you find the soy curls? So you can get it from our mock meat section in the grocery aisle. We have a mock meat section in Chill, but in grocery we have an area where we sell things like our Loma brand, our Loma Linda brand, where they have, Franks and things like that, jackfruit. So it's in that aisle with the other meat substitutes.
Oh, jackfruit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what I did to this was I rehydrated it. I can hear our veggie broth sizzling. I rehydrated the soy curls, and you can rehydrate it just in water. The instructions just say water. Or if you want more flavor, you can use, again, a mock chicken broth. I just rehydrated them in regular veggie broth, same one, just to make it a little more flavorful. But you can definitely use water. Okay, everything's sizzling. I need to start putting some things in here. So I'm putting in, this is 10 cloves of garlic. Now, you can use less if you want. You can use maybe 6 cloves of garlic. I really, really love garlic, and this is garlic chicken, so it makes sense that I'm using a lot of garlic. So what we want to do is I'm going to throw my ginger in here as well. We've minced them up nice and fine. We just want them to become fragrant. It only takes about a minute to do this. If it's starting to kind of burn a little bit, you can add a little bit more veggie broth. You do need to watch it closely at this stage, because garlic does, if you have any experience with garlic, then you'll know it can burn very, very quickly. So we want to just, I wish you could smell this. It just smells amazing. Garlic and ginger is such a great combo. I love onion and garlic together, but garlic and ginger is such an immune boosting combo as well. It's, both of them are great for the immune system. Do we have a question?
No, we just have a lot of people who just joined, so if you can recap what we are doing today.
Okay, great. For those of you who just joined us, we are making a vegan garlic chicken. The recipe is found at d2e.co/garlic chicken, and we are just doing the stage. We've made our sauce already, and we're just sauteing some garlic and ginger. Only takes about a minute, and now I'm going to start to add in some red bell pepper. Now, you can use literally whatever veggies you like, or you don't even need to add veggies. I just did it because I just like things to have a little bit more color, and honestly, when you make this on your own, it looks very brown. So I like to have a little bit more color, so I just add some veggies in there as well. Now, these veggies will probably take the longest time to cook. So what I'm doing is I'm just sauteing them for a few minutes. Now, red bell pepper is so amazing. You can use, again, any veggie you like. You can use, different colored bell pepper. The reason I love to use the red bell pepper is because red bell pepper has 3 times more vitamin C than the green bell pepper. Because the green bell pepper is basically just red bell pepper that hasn't ripened yet. So I put a little bit of veggie broth in here, and what I'm going to do, because the eggplant actually takes the longest to cook, I might put a little bit more actually. So I'm putting a little bit more veggie broth, and I'm actually going to put the lid on and let the liquid kind of steam the eggplant for a little bit. Okay, yes, question?
Can you use oil instead of just the veggie broth, or do you think like a mix of both?
Great question. So for the purpose of sauteing, you can definitely use oil. For soaking the soy curls, definitely just go with a liquid, not an oil. Yeah.
Can you repeat what I...
Oh yeah, sorry. The question was, can you use oil instead of veggie broth. And yes, you can definitely use oil for sauteing. When you're actually wanting the eggplant and the red bell pepper to cook, it's better if you use a liquid because the steam will allow it to cook better when you put the cover on. But when you're sauteing the ginger and the garlic, you can definitely use any kind of oil to do that. So you kind of have different options for different stages. When you are soaking your soy curls, like I've done here, you want to use a liquid to do that, whether it be water or veggie broth or a mock chicken broth. And for those of you who have just joined us, these are the soy curls that we were using, and you can find these in the grocery aisle that sells our mock meats. So things like TVP, things like jackfruit, any kind of meat substitute you can find in that aisle for the grocery. Of course, if you want, you can actually also use, we have some great mock meat options in our chill section. And you can actually use, we have a brand called Gardein, which sells chicken strips. You can just use them. They're in the frozen aisle. So if you don't want to use soy curls, you can use this recipe with the Gardein. And if you want to buy online, you can go to our online shop, which is downtoearth.org/shop, and you can actually get curbside pickup, or you can even get things delivered. So they're very easy to find on there as well as in store. So I've cooked the eggplant a little bit. Now I'm going to add the soy curls, my rehydrated soy curls. And now is when I also add my sauce. So here we go. Yes?
Is that a whole packet?
Yes, so the question was, is this a whole packet? And it is. I used a whole packet for this recipe. One packet is about 3 cups. So the recipe, you'll notice says 3 cups, which is just a whole packet. Okay, so I'm going to add my sauce.
Can you remind us what's in the sauce?
Yeah, so the question was, what is in the sauce? So the sauce is several things. We have our maple syrup in here. We also have our coconut aminos. The aminos is a super, super important ingredient. You can use the Bragg's liquid aminos as well. Both are fine. And then we also have some onion powder, some lime juice, and the part that actually helps it to form kind of a gravy is the arrowroot starch. So this is very important to get that gravy-like texture. Okay, so what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to shut it a little bit just to allow the eggplant to continue cooking. Now, I'm not going to make you guys watch the eggplant cook forever, but I do want it to look a little bit more cooked. But while we do that, just a reminder that you can order online, as I said, at downtoearth.org/shop for curbside pickup or delivery. And if you want to order some food from our deli, you can go to order.downtoearth.org, or you can just download our DTE Deli app on the screen right there. We actually have a lot of mock meat kind of dishes in our deli as well. We have, our mock chicken salad, which is super yummy. I actually just had a mock chicken salad wrap yesterday. Yum. I haven't had one in so long, and I was just reminded how delicious it is.
Veggie dog?
Oh yes, a question about whether we have a veggie dog. We do. Actually, I know one team member at one of the stores, when I was ordering my mock chicken salad wrap, he was ordering his veggie dog on his break, and he was so excited about it. He's like, we have the best veggie dogs anywhere. So yeah, definitely go for the veggie dog at the deli, and you can order that on the app as well. Okay, now let's have a look how this is going. Oh wow, here we go. Does that look like chicken or what? Okay, and you can see it's very saucy. It's not super runny, and that is because of the arrowroot. So if you're looking to make gravy, this is the best way to make gravy with that arrowroot starch. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. We do have a couple of eggplant pieces which aren't fully cooked yet, but I'm going to keep cooking them afterwards. I do just want to plate it so you can see how pretty it looks. Okay, so let me turn this off momentarily and plate this for you. Look at that. Look at that soy curl just flopping around like a piece of vegan chicken there. Okay. Any other questions while we're here? Okay. And then we can garnish with some, I just toasted these sesame seeds earlier. You can do it in the oven. I did it in this skillet. It takes 3 minutes. So I'm going to pop these sesame seeds on here. And then I have some green onion just to add some extra color. So there we have it. Our vegan garlic chicken. Any other questions before we go? Just a reminder, you can find this recipe at d2e.co/garlic chicken, and you can get all the ingredients. Actually, if you go to this recipe, we have the shopping list on the recipe. So if you want to order online, you can just click on the ingredients. Each store has separate ingredients listed, so you can do your shopping from the recipe if you want.
Someone said it looks delicious.
Yay, I'm so glad you think so. I hope it tastes delicious too. Let me take a little bite. All right, ready? I'm expecting it to. I've made this so many times. I can make it with my eyes closed. So good. Vegan garlic chicken. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Just a reminder, we do have our Facebook live cooking demo next Tuesday at noon and another Instagram cooking demo next Friday. Every Friday at noon, we have our Cook With Us Instagram live demo as well. Thanks so much for joining us and hope to see you next time.